With me, Stuart Lomas. I hope I find you well today. It's Monday morning. It's a beautiful spring morning here in Manchester. There's no clouds in the sky at all, and we've got sun beaming down. An ideal day for a walk, I feel. What I want to talk about today is I want to give you a kind of little insight into where I come from as far as how I buy things and the ethos that I have about buying things. And the best demonstration of this is my latest purchase, which you'll all be aware of, and if you're not, I'll show you anyway. If you've not seen any of my videos before, what we're talking about today is my Omega Professional Seamaster 300, and there she is. Now, where I'm coming from on this is there's a lot of talk in our little circle about how you should buy things, you know, about credit card usage and maxing out this and taking loans and all that. I want to make it quite personal for me, and I'd love to hear your comments on my approach to this. Because I am disabled, I am on a very fixed income, which comes to me in two small chunks every month. Out of that, here in the UK, if you obviously you may not be aware of the kind of things we have to pay for, but there's a lot of things you will. Out of my small chunks, unlike a lot of people think that people who live on a benefit structure are scroungers and get everything for free. Out of my two small chunks, I pay for all of my electricity, all my gas, all my food, a proportion of my council tax. Yes, I get some help with that. I pay for fuel for my car and any general living expenses. So I deal with all the expenses that we all have, even if you're in a job. So when I want to buy something, I carry with me the ethos of my upbringing, which was at that time, if you don't have the cash, you actually can't buy it. And I carry that along with me because that was the ethos that my parents had and their parents had. So when I got this bug in my ear about July last year that I would really like the Omega Seamaster, I thought, right, okay, well, let me have a look at my finances, let me see what I can afford to save, let me see if there's anything that I can save money on to allow me to have that kind of financial freedom to put a certain amount of money away each month without my lifestyle or my health suffering. So between I say about July last year and 2-3 weeks ago when I bought it, I saved, and I put a certain amount of money away every month to allow me to, at some point, if I could find one, buy the watch pre-loved that I had this undeniable itch that needed to be scratched. So I found the watch online, and by that time I was in a position where I was ready to purchase, and I could have bought it outright. Again, living by my, if you've not got the cash, don't buy it. I didn't go down that route, and let me explain why I didn't go down that route. Now, to prove that I am as good as my word, and I'm not trying to blow smoke up your arse, there's the money. That's the money I saved over all of those months to ensure that I could buy the watch I wanted completely securely. Now, as you know, if you buy anything online, generally you'll pay, if you're sensible, through PayPal. And obviously you can register as many different kinds of cards with PayPal as you wish. The beauty of doing that, of course, is that the payment is indeed secure. Should there be a problem with the item, you can either get a refund if you don't receive the item, or if the item is not as described. Both PayPal and maybe eBay can help you with that, so you are covered. Now the card that I have registered with PayPal is this one. Now I'll try and get a shot of what it says at the bottom there. You can see it says MasterCard World. Now MasterCard World is a MasterCard credit card, but what you actually get is you get points for every purchase that you make, and those points can be used for something as little as cinema tickets or a meal, or if you acquire enough points by spending enough money, you can get hotel stays, weekends away, or even I've seen things like cruises, but you can imagine that is a massive amount of points that you have to amass. So I put it on my World Points card. I've got my points, and then 2 days after buying the watch, I got a letter, and the letter was from Barclaycard, of which I own one. And Barclaycard said, Mr. Lomas, if you have a balance transfer that you would like to do from another card, we can offer you a preferential rate. Please call us. So I rang them up. It was a free phone number here in the UK. So I thought, well, I've got nothing to lose. So I rang them up, and what the deal that they offered was 6% APR, so it's annual premium rate, which equated to something like 0.023% per month. Now, if I left the debt on this, although I had the points, I'm looking at about 16%, something like that, 16% APR. And also the APR on this, being so small per month, is very good, but also it is for the lifetime of the debt. So in effect, I can pay that debt off as slowly as I wish, so £100 at a time, let's say, over the next 12 months to pay off the debt. So to bring this all together in a nice little nutshell, I feel I've got a win-win-win-win situation, which is, the win is I now have this, which I am overjoyed and amazed and delighted with. I managed to save this without affecting my lifestyle. I then paid for it on this, which allowed me to accrue 1 month of owning the watch for free, basically, and giving me the ability to pay for it via PayPal securely. So if there was a problem with the watch, it wasn't as described. When I had the back taken off, if there had been a Chinese movement in there, it wouldn't have been a problem. I would have got a refund immediately from PayPal or indeed eBay. I'm sure that the seller wouldn't have had a problem with it, but you know, there you go. So I was covered with that. I then transferred it to this, which then allowed me to remove the 16% on the World Points card down to 6%, saving me 10% APR. But obviously, I'm only paying 0.023% per month if I want to go down the route of paying a certain amount per month, which then allows me to keep a chunk of this should anything go badly wrong with my life. And you never know what life is going to throw at you. We all know this. You know, we all know, you know, you can have emergencies that just come out of the blue. So I will have this, and it won't affect this. So I have a win-win-win-win situation. There is no downside for me. I have not maxed out my credit. I have, in effect, negotiated down by 10% on the incurred costs of the purchase. I've got a lifetime of the debt agreement on such a low APR, and more importantly, I've got the watch that I craved after. So my view is, at this point, what I will do, I won't spread the payment of the debt over a long period of time at all. I will probably clear it in the next few months, but it's nice to know that should I have a problem, that chunk of money that I saved, that I could have just paid cash for the item, which is my ethos. Please don't forget that. It's save for it till you can afford it, and you will feel all the more enriched by your purchase. But because I live my life the way I do, this has allowed me that little bit more flexibility. So there you go. I've got the watch, I've got the points. I will use them later on with my partner, and we will do something nice. They will be added to my total. Maybe go away for a weekend, go to Amsterdam, see Guida, who knows. Then got rid of 10% of my APR by transferring it to a 6% APR credit card and 0.023% per month, with a lifetime guarantee of that interest rate for that debt. So if you are very canny and manage your money well and search for deals, there are deals out there that can and will make your life better. Plus, if you're very careful and very canny, certain of those deals, as with the World Points card, you will get things back from that. So you can gain in lots of ways from spending money, not just materially, but also by little bits in the future as well. So I guess that's it. I wanted to keep this video quite short, but I will be interested in hearing your views on what I've done here, and see whether you think it's a valid approach. Let me know. As always, any queries, down below. Any questions, down below. If you want to point out any faults in my strategy, I don't see any, but there may well be, down below. In effect, nothing has changed regarding my financial situation. I could clear my account tomorrow, literally tomorrow, but do I want to? Not necessarily, because it's costing me nothing. So, as always, thank you very much for watching this. I hope this has given you a little bit of an insight into what is available for people out there to purchase something you really want. It doesn't matter if it's a watch, it could be a car, it could be anything. Let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching this. Thank you once again to everybody who's been kind enough to subscribe, and I shall speak to you again soon. Bye bye.